of the Republican Liberty Caucus of Idaho. The Republican Liberty Caucus of Idaho is a Republican National Committee sanctioned caucus or group that operates inside of the Republican Party. Our goals are to increase party membership for persons not usually affiliated with the Republican Party. Secondly, to help county parties at the local level increase involvement locally. And we all know that pretty much every central committee for a county could use some more assistance and aid when it comes time for campaigning, literature drops, that sort of thing. Thirdly, the goal of the RLC is to champion individual liberties that are unalienable and God-given, and state powers, as you pointed out, not state rights, state powers over federal virtually anything. And fourthly, to encourage fiscal restraints in all legislation, federal and state. We are basically here inside of the party to help, to bring more people into the party and to increase involvement, help run fundraisers. There are currently, I believe, 3 or 4 active caucuses within the Idaho State Republican Party. We have the Young Republicans, we have the Republican Women, and now we have the Republican Liberty Caucus. This motion for this resolution is just essentially acknowledging and welcoming the RLC's participation in the Idaho Republican Party.
Questions?
I have one.
John?
What group specifically of people do you anticipate bringing into the Republican Party?
I personally have several friends who have been lifelong Republican Party voters, but have never attended any Republican Party events of any kind, and have never donated any money or time of any kind. And what the RLC seeks to do is find those people that are on the fringe of the Republican Party. They might not even be registered Republicans, but they might, when they remember to vote, go out and vote. Our goal is to find those people, get them actually registered as Republican Party members, and get them involved in the party, and not just outside of the reaches. If a candidate for legislature in, let's say, the north end of Boise, which is notoriously difficult for Republicans to even get participation, let alone win, if they needed help, the RLC would be there to find people to help that candidate run in those very tough places.
Any questions?
Would your goal be to establish county-level chapters of the caucus?
Yes, we already have 2 counties that are working on chaptering their own organizations inside those counties. And those chapters for the counties report to the state, and the state RLC is chaired by a person who's not, unfortunately, with the county.
And just follow up real quick, would the goal be then to assist the county central committee?
Yes. Those county chapters of the RLC would be there to assist the county GOP chapters in their activities, their fundraisers.
One more question. Yes, ma'am. Don't stand up.
I guess I've never heard of you.
Right.
I've never gotten an invitation on the county.
That's because we're brand new.
Why now? I mean.
Well, this summer at the state convention, we had three delegates that were delegates to the state GOP convention, and those delegates met and decided to charter a state charter of the RLC so that we could start being involved. And so you will probably be hearing from regional coordinators contacting all the local counties saying, how can we help you?
I just see it as watering down through because.
Last question.
I guess that was my thought. Why do we need to have a group to get people involved to be involved? We're already involved.
Well, clearly some of the counties that I've visited or heard from, they have low participation in events, in fundraisers. They don't have booths at fairs. They don't do some of the things that would be fantastic to see Republican Party members out there and actually saying, hey, you know what? We really do want your involvement in the party.
It appears to me like we do that regularly as part of the party organization. We recruit people, we find people, we look at candidates.
And we're there to help in those efforts.
Last debate.
Can you speak to the ability for the Idaho Liberty Caucus to reach the younger demographic as we see the Republican Party aging?
Right. One of the you'll notice that one of the 2 already existing caucuses that are recognized by the state party is the Young Republicans. The Young Republicans focuses their time and attention on college campuses, of which I'm a member, by the way. The Republican Party itself doesn't tend to outreach to people who aren't in a caucus or friends with somebody who's in the party. And the RLC is specifically targeting people who are outside of college, they have a career, but they are still establishing themselves, and they aren't the kind of people who are chairs of counties. They aren't in established positions of government. And so our goal is to involve the people that are starting their lives, and they're looking for some involvement, and they may not think the Republican Party is for them because, it's a bunch of older people. And frankly, when I lived in Florida, that is what the Republican Party was. I lived there for 15 years. The Republican Party was everybody age 60 or older. The RLC is there to say, no, I'm your neighbor. I'm a member of the Republican Party. And I have 2 kids that are not even in grade school yet.
Very good. I think it's time to move to a vote. All those in favor of adopting resolution, thank you, 2013-13, recognizing and welcoming the Liberty Caucus of Idaho, Republican Liberty Caucus of Idaho, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
All those in favor, please raise your hand. The chair is in doubt. All those opposed? 8-6. The motion passes. The Republican Party